boom, 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 bop, bam. The type of shit I'm on you wouldn't understand.
Yo, what up? Is You So Love? Checking in with Love, my Dirty South podcast. Shout out to the family. We here live. Make sure y'all stay tuned. You So Love.
So love.
What it do, what it do, what it do, y'all. Love My Dirty South family. Welcome back to another episode of Love My Dirty South podcast. It is your girl, I am Sip Love, and I'm here, of course, once again with another episode. And we have a new guest, you guys. Now, I'm going to be a little shady because he's not from Mississippi, he's not from Alabama, he's not from Georgia or Louisiana, but he's still from the South, as so he say. Okay? So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and let himself introduce himself, and we're going to hop right into it. So who do we have today?
You So Love, Houston, Texas zone.
Yes.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. Thank you for coming.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure. It's
You
a pleasure.
So Love, ladies and gentlemen, from Houston, Texas.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, now we kind of talked off camera a little bit, but if you do not know, I like to start off with this simple question.
Mm-hmm.
What 4 states do you classify as down south?
Texas first.
Okay.
Since if you look at the map, I would definitely say we down south.
Mm-hmm.
I would say Louisiana, Mississippi for sure. It get a little mixy because now you messing with time. Now,
Exactly.
And on Pimp C, in the great words of Pimp C, we on Eastern Standard Time. So you
Yeah.
kind of like scratching it. So
Exactly.
it's like, but I would definitely say Atlanta, Georgia for sure. And even all the way down, it sounds crazy, but Florida, I think Florida is definitely should be, you know what I'm saying, appreciated as the South. Even if you go to the bottom of Miami, that's still the South.
Yeah.
I would say. So yeah, I think those 4.
I want to hear your story. How was it growing up down south? Did you grow up in a 2-parent household, 1-parent household? Let's talk about that.
That's a good question because it has a lot to do with like my upbringing.
Mm-hmm.
My mother and father, they were together. Even though they was like working and trying to figure out what they were doing as young adults, they kind of got separated. So me, I had to kind of grow up fast because I lived with my mother, and kind of went back and forth. But I would say around the age of 8 or 9, they separated. That's around the time I really started like journaling, writing in my diary. It's crazy because my mom, she would like open up my book and be like, "Yo, why you not writing like things about yourself? You writing raps."
Yeah.
And this time I couldn't even really kind of like make bars, but I was just kind of like making catchy rhymes. So I would say like my parents separating around the time of 8 or 9 really kind of like helped me. So by the time I was like 13, I was kind of just like mentally grown.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Youth So Love is your brand stage name.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
can you please tell the people out there your real name?
You been asking. Definitely a Texas boy, but my real name is Stetson Leon. I usually don't go by that. I go by Soul, but Stetson Leon.
Okay, and please tell them, because we had a conversation, they don't know. Please tell them what your name means.
Stetson comes from like a high, top of the line designer from a cowboy brand. It's been around. He was the guy who made Abraham Lincoln's hats, the top hats, and he transitioned it to cowboy hats. My mother fell in love with it. She felt like it was like top of the line.
Yeah.
I'm her only son, the oldest, so she was like, I want my first son to be top of the line. So Stetson Leon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you are true to your name, your real name, or do you feel like you're more true to your brand stage name that you have developed and created?
It works out perfect because I'm a Gemini. My birthday is June 19th. So I have like the 2 personalities that I deal with. So Stetson Leon is kind of like chill, relaxed, the guy that you could take home to mom, family oriented.
Okay.
You So Love is a whole different type of person.
Is he your alter ego?
He definitely is. But then it's like it break down because you got like soul too. You got the other person's soul is kind of like super deep into like energy, chakras, horoscopes, different things like that. But You So Love is a wild character.
So do you feel like that you have to uphold to your real name in a sense? And I only say that because with you being from the South, do you think that you always have to represent everywhere you go that you are from the South?
Yeah, absolutely. From the hat to the I would say the persona. I would say from the energy that I bring, it gives off like a Southern vibe. Like you could tell he's from the South. He might have like a little bit of East Coast influence because I lived on the East Coast for some time, but I really, really big on my brand of being a kid from Houston, Texas. I don't feel like I have to like turn one off, turn one on, because it's just me.
Yeah.
Stetson Leon is the businessman who goes to the meetings. You So Love is the artist who's on stage. So
Yeah.
it kind of works out, you know?
Yeah. What do you think Houston, Texas is known for?
Whew, that's a tough question. That's a tough
Other than,
question.
and you can't say that, oh, everything is big in Texas. I don't want to hear that.
It is.
So what do you think Houston, Texas is known for?
Houston, Texas, it's a metropolitan city, so I definitely say it's definitely known for the nightlife. It's known for the scene. If you know what I mean, going out, having a good time. But then we also have a crazy car culture. We also have a crazy food culture. We also have a crazy, crazy, crazy strip club culture.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they take everything off down south. So it's like the culture is just phenomenal because it's one of one. It's the certain type of energy that you could grab from LA, grab from Atlanta, grab from New York and put it in Houston, but it's just country. So I think we're really, really known for just being country. And I think just being a one of one city where you know you can have a good time in the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now as a musician, how do you feel like you put on for Houston, Texas, or like your city? Like when people say I put on for my city, like Young Jeezy be saying.
Yeah.
How do you feel like that you put on for your city?
In a major way, staying consistent, repping my city. I am not just a kid who just stayed in Houston to big up my brand. I actually moved out and traveled around New York, LA, different cities, repping my city, letting people know for years I am origin from Houston, from the clothing, from everything. I think from the way that I talk, just putting on for the forefront of Houston in the next generation. And I think that just comes with ease. Yeah, just being originally from Houston. And if y'all do my background, I'm Greens Point, Cypress, Southeast, all over the city, man. Galveston. I've lived all over Houston, so I could definitely say I am definitely a Houston kid.
All right, so as someone who is a musician, entrepreneur, content person, you're more up to date to what's going on in social media. So you've seen the Grammys, right?
Yeah, the Grammys
All right,
was
so
amazing.
the Grammys just passed. So how do you felt about the Grammys?
I really, really felt like the Grammys was amazing this year. I feel like we're in the times of like Black Renaissance where a lot of artists who deserve the appreciation is now getting it, like Alicia Keys. I think that's wonderful for Dr. Dre to give his Icon Award to Alicia Keys while Swiss Beats being in attendance and showing love, Kendrick Lamar cleaning up. I think that's super dope, man. I just love where music is. And then the new artists, the Charlie XCXs, the Doechis.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like that's dope. It's opening up where artists can finally be themselves and not just the norm.
Yes. And you already know, as someone from Houston, Texas, that Beyonce made history as the first Black woman to win the Best Country Album at the Grammys. She didn't get the CMA award, right? And so now this is kind of like a whole new brand thing for her to be able to win something and show up for people in color. So how do you feel for her from one Texas person to another?
I think Beyonce is the perfect person to break that chain and that division of Black artists can't do country music, white artists can't do rap. You know, I think she's kind of separating the diversity of music when it comes to, oh, we've never seen a Black woman win country. Now y'all see it. Now it's not new anymore. Now we need more, you know? So I think to break that chain of years of generational of staying in the stigma of genres, I think Beyonce was the perfect person. Not to say like, she's like the Harriet Tubman for us, but I definitely think like in these times, she's definitely someone with a strong ability to put on and hold that torch for us for music. Yeah.
And the fact that she won the Grammy, I think that's an even more like bigger thing because now she's gonna go back on tour.
Yeah.
So like it's funny because it's kind of like a brand. It was like a branded thing or kind of like a promotion thing for her.
Yeah.
And then boom, she went on another tour. Do you plan on going?
Of course, I gotta see it because it's been some time since I've seen Beyonce, but I think it's only right that I gotta go support.
Yeah.
And then you never know when she want to clock out because Beyonce been winning for years. So you don't want to catch Beyonce like, yo, I'm clocking out.
Right.
You know, this is my last tour. I ain't gonna see y'all for another 10 years. So
yeah, she got the TikTok, she got the social, she got everybody in frenzy right now trying to get on that wait list, trying to get those tickets.
Yeah.
Okay. So we talked about her winning a Grammy, but I also kind of want to hear your thoughts on there was somebody, and I forget if it was a journalist or just a regular person from social media, but they went viral. And they basically made the comment that she should have never won the CMA Awards because she don't step foot in this country world as often. I don't know if you've ever heard anything about that, but what is your thoughts about that? They basically feel like she was coming into their world and didn't deserve that award at the time.
I mean, I think Beyonce came in to show people that this is not technically your world.
Yeah.
I mean, this is something that I can come in, Shabuzi could come in, anybody could come in this genre, and we can plant our seeds and be great. And I think music shouldn't be attached to color. It shouldn't be attached to genre. I think an artist should have that freedom of speech, have that free will to put whatever creativity out to the world. If it's positive, enjoy it. And I think going back, I think Beyonce is the perfect person because Beyonce might not be here for the next 10 years, but to showcase that and inspire, she might have someone to come after her and do that and break into that genre. And they can say, well, Beyonce did it,
Yeah.
so it's okay. You know, so I think she's the perfect person to like bring that torch, hold that torch for us as music artists.
Yeah.
Because we've
Okay.
seen Beyonce R&B. I thought it was dope. I was jamming when she was doing Feeling Myself, when she was rapping. Like, so to be able
tapped into that.
to tap into these different genres, you go, girl. That's what we want to see. That's what makes Queen Bee the queen.
But do you think that her era of country music, do you think that's just a phase, or do you think that she's playing smart and dabbling into this whole other genre to capture a different type of audience?
I wouldn't necessarily say it's a phase because Beyonce could sing. Whenever you hear Beyonce, it's your choice to put it in whatever genre. Beyonce sometimes sing to me and it sounds like gospel.
Yeah.
You know, Beyonce sing to me sometimes and it sounds like R&B. So I don't think it's going to take away it, but I think honestly that we need it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need it. We need a person of all color to show and come in and say, yo, we could do it too.
Right.
And better.
Yeah.
And we gonna win the awards.
And we gonna win a Grammy.
Keep the small awards. We gonna take the big one.
Hello. Okay, so we still talking about the subject of Grammys, you guys. Let's talk about Kanye West.
GOAT.
Kanye West is definitely a GOAT. Okay.
GOAT.
And his wife Bianca. Correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. Sensory.
Sensory, yeah, that's-
Sensory, okay. They decided to show up, and we're going to drop that photo down here at the bottom. Miss
I love
Bianca loves to show up in public places, basically nude. As
Yeah.
a fashion person, do you think that all of the attraction now is going towards her and it's kind of like decreasing the, you know, the attraction towards Kanye West's music or anything dealing with Kanye West? Because, I mean, his brand is always there, but it's like
Yeah.
not all of the attraction is catered towards his wife because she's literally always naked.
Yeah, I think they just appreciate nudity. I think Kanye is an artist who appreciates the figure of a woman's body. So I think he just showcases it in the best way. I definitely seen it, and when I seen it,
Yeah.
it was definitely like a oh shit, like
Yeah,
oh
she
like
had the she got the coat on and everything, and then she gave him like a little shoulder look there.
yeah, premeditated. Like I feel like it was premeditated, and they knew they was coming. And one thing Kanye gonna do in the best way is shut the red carpet down if he's outside.
Yeah.
And I think now he's in the essence where he don't have to say too much. He don't have to put too much on as far as wardrobe. But I think he lets his woman do the talking to be like, yeah, that's us. And I think to be comfortable on that type of level is art.
So you don't think that that's like kind of taken away from his music capabilities moving forward, or, you know, just Kanye West itself with all the attraction on his wife?
I think it adds to it. I think it's definitely like an ingredient that adds to his mixture of whatever he's cooking. The look, the woman, the style, the elegance, the arrogance. I think it just all bodies up with Kanye because this is not something new. We've seen him even back with Amber Rose showcasing her.
Yeah.
And how he just takes these women and he uses them as art pieces. I don't know what the status of the love or relationship is, but he really takes a woman and makes her an art piece. And I really, really appreciate that.
Okay.
Yeah. And for someone to be with a Gemini, because we ain't easy to be with,
Hello.
to understand that and to get out there, I think people should just support it and don't have anything negative to say and let these people be themselves.
Be great, right?
Yeah, be great.
Okay.
It's her body.
You right about that.
My body, my mind.
choice.
Yeah,
I know you was going to. It's okay. Okay, the last thing that I want to bring up about the Grammy Awards is, I don't know if you caught this, okay? As somebody that's been on the red carpet, I have an idea of what corporate professionalism is supposed to look like.
Yeah.
Okay, and this one I'm about to show you is not a part of that.
Okay.
Okay, so basically, you guys out there at the Grammys, there was two white journalists. From the Associated Press, they basically was interviewing Babyface. Okay, now as someone who dabbles in R&B and knows, so you are aware of Babyface and his legacy.
Absolutely, one of the greatest.
He has won at least about 38 Grammys, and you know he's been around for a very long time.
Yeah.
But what happened was, he has the interview, and the two journalists are like listening to him talking, but then they get distracted by another artist named Chappelle Rowan. She's a female artist. I've never heard of her.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, you guys can take her," and they just get, they interrupt him, right? So I'm gonna show you this video, and you guys are gonna see it down below, and we're just gonna get you guys' thoughts.
Just the rise of women in R&B and the way they were really at the forefront. Can you talk about just this new trend that we're seeing in R&B, where we're seeing more of a fusion? We're seeing people blend the genre with pop, blend the genre with hip hop and rock as well.
Yes, I think it's interesting.
Chapel.
You guys want to do that? Go do that.
So sorry, baby. I'm so sorry.
Now, when you see that mess, because I'm already fired up, okay?
Yeah.
First of all,
you can't do
for
that
my
to
people that
face.
know that's in media and that works these type of shows, you guys know that it be a lot going on.
Yeah.
So when you see stuff like this is Babyface. They may don't know the weight that he holds, but this man has about 38 Grammys versus this lady 1 Grammy.
Yeah.
If anything, I want to listen to the legend.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Looking at this video, I could definitely tell that these two correspondents don't know where they at or who they are around. I really feel like, in the essence of entertainment, they are more so caught up in the new and haven't done their research. So I would just say, even the guy like reaching over and whispering to her, I think before you put any correspondent or any reporter on a huge platform, make sure that they etiquette is on point. Make sure that they, media trained.
Yeah.
But I just think in this scenario, you got two young girls, very young. They probably have no clue about Babyface. Now, they mama and their grandmother, they probably have definitely knowledge on Babyface. But these are some young women who it looks like they're caught up in the times, but it just looks like it just needs some media training.
Yeah.
But very, very disrespectful to the legend. Shout out to Babyface. We love you, Babyface. From my age group to older to younger, man, we love you, Babyface. You deserve all the attention. There's cats like me who wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for you, Babyface. So, man, keep striving. We love you. Yeah.
Okay, we gonna put the attraction back on you now, okay? If you was to win, you win a Grammy, because we're going to speak into existence.
Of course, coming soon.
What genre of music would it be labeled as?
I could see in the future me winning a Grammy for R&B. I could see me winning a Grammy for like best rap performance, best new artist.
Okay.
I could see myself, because I've been working so hard for a long time, but still haven't reached that hit of breaking into the industry. So I think when my time comes, I'll take a best new artist.
Yeah.
I'll take a best rap performance. I think it's appropriate.
Yeah. Okay, and let's dive it back to the conversation of being from the South. You winning a Grammy. How do you think that your close people and relatives that's in your hometown, how would they look at you? Do you think they would support you? Do you think they won't support you?
Nah, they definitely would show support, but they definitely be pocket watching.
Exactly. People want to stop, boy. You done got your award. They like, oh, what you got?
Let me hold some. I know y'all Houstonians. Trust me, I love y'all, but y'all would definitely be in my pockets. Let me hold some. I see you in the Grammys, my boy.
Let's talk about your process of making music. How is that? Okay, and where are you currently at in the music industry?
Oh man, the best part about being a music artist is creating the music for me, because I really try to tone in on real life events. I don't really like to talk about things that I'm not going through. I don't like to portray an image of something if I'm not living it.
Yeah.
So to actually kind of go through these things and be able to be transparent and put it down in music form, I think it's amazing. And my process is I record pretty much all week, at least 4 or 5 times a week, maybe like 3 or 4 songs from each recording session. I usually record myself. I've gotten to the point where I don't have to go to a big studio, which saves a lot of money, independent artists.
Okay,
You don't have to
hear them out now.
Yeah, stop running to the studio whenever you feel like you got to get your thoughts down. Get you a Logic, get you a Pro Tools, get you a computer, get you a nice affordable mic. And yeah, my recording process is I'll just record till I hear something that feels good to me. I'll send it to my sister. She's like my personal A&R. Shout out to Black Jazz. What up? My cousin, he's my DJ Boyo on the ones and twos, man. Shout out to DJ Boyo from Texas. And I'll just send it to my close relatives and my family and friends, and some music A&Rs, because I do have some really, really great people who's in the music entertainment industry, and I'll let them hear it and say, yo, what song you feel like is good? I'll stack a bunch of songs up, maybe 15, and be like, yo, I just need a nice 7. What y'all think? And I'll just stay on a consistent basis. Just keep creating.
Yeah.
But it's based on how I'm feeling at the moment and what I'm going through at the moment. When I'm going through it, that's the best time.
Yeah.
It's the best time to talk about.
time.
Yeah, because it's like that's when I'm gonna be more vulnerable. You can get like the best out of me. I'm gonna talk about things and I don't have any care about whose feelings. Yeah, so that's where you kind of want to get it. You want to kind of get it raw and just like, all right, he is himself right now.
Okay, so your latest song, is it called Throw It?
Throw it.
I got it right? Yeah, I'll be doing my research.
I'm proud of you.
Okay, so we're going to hear it first, okay?
Okay.
And then we're going to talk about it, okay? So
Okay.
y'all get ready to listen to You Souls Love's new song, Throw It, okay? And we'll be right back. Let's hear it.
Yeah.
I really love the intro.
Crazy on everyone. In the club throwing ones. Right, I go rapping. 281, 713, buzz.
Tonight we in
305. It's all night and I'm wearing all fight. In the day, motorcade, nigga parked outside. It's crazy.
This make me want to do that wild dance.
That's that shit. That's that. So please don't text me. She wanna pop champagne with her bestie. Hey, cheers, bitch.
That was cute. Y'all heard us,
My
Andre.
feeling's good. We good.
You feel me, Andre?
That's a round of applause. And turned around and said, you owe me just like now. She said,
Owe me back like you owe your rent. Owe me back like it's money. Show me a cash app and that money was sent. Check club counting that money just hit. Yeah. Mike Maven, this is.
shout out to Mike Maven who produced it. Shout out to Mike Maven.
Okay.
Look at the person next to you. Right next to you.
Yeah.
Tell her.
Throw it.
wanna dance.
Get it. Throw it. Dance. Don't blow it. I said, damn girl, you so nasty. But I think that I like
And this all you, right? No features?
no features. All me. Recorded at the house.
Yeah. It always be good when you at the house.
Yeah, with nobody bothering you. You know what I'm saying? It's that energy. Yeah, then I took it to Orlando, got it right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell the bartender we're gonna need another round.
Back shots, girl, when I'm going downtown. Throw the money, you should pick it up off the ground. Throw it. Yeah. In Houston, Texas, like. H-Town,
Texas,
Miami,
okay.
Florida, like. Trail fly. In LA, like. New York City, like. Atlanta, Georgia, they like. Throw it.
Not you at Atlanta.
Yeah, I had to. My new home, baby. Had to show support to the new home.
Just throw it. Dance. Throw it. Dance. You so loud.
Okay. For some reason, I can hear this song being played on like a reality TV show, like in the back of a movie at a strip club.
Yeah.
I can hear this. I can hear this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cheers to the new release. Cheers to Throw It. Cheers
Yes.
to Throw It.
Cheers to Throw It. I know that's right.
Yeah, Throw It Out Now by You So Love, produced by Mike Maven. Y'all go make sure y'all check that out. Stream it, download it, support. Video coming soon.
Okay, go ahead and tell the people where they can stream Throw It at.
You can find Throw It everywhere. Apple Music, Spotify, all DSPs. Make sure you go to You So Love. Check it out. Produced by Mike Maven. Throw It.
Period.
Yeah.
Okay, and before we end here officially.
It's over now. It's over. Now y'all can go home.
Because we had a real good conversation. I cannot leave without highlighting his official proclamation day.
Yeah, June 19th.
Okay, and we're going to get into the fit a little bit later.
Mm-hmm.
But June 19th, how did you get your own day?
Shout out to Mayor Sylvester Turner. Man, he was an amazing mayor for the city. He seen what I was doing. He seen that I was giving back to small businesses. Mm-hmm. I was putting together events. I was doing Ice Cube shows, big shows with big artists who was coming to the city. And he was just like, you know what? We usually don't give proclamations on holiday, but for you, Youth So Love, since it's your birthday, Mr. Stetson Leon, this is for you. So, man, June 19, 2022, Youth So Love Day has been doing amazing, been giving back. So for the next few years we got coming up, we just want to keep bringing some more attention to the city.
Yeah. Wait a minute. So to share your own day with also another big, great holiday that celebrates Black, African Americans, people of color, that's dope.
Yeah, and I just feel like it's just me because, like I said, it's my birthday. It's just, it speaks so much volume because it's just me.
Yeah.
And it's not me having to try to be something else or try to do this. My name is Stetson Leon Rose. My birthday is on June 19th. I'm a music artist that gives back to my city in Houston, Texas, and it just so happens to be June 19th. So it just works out perfect.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming onto this platform, sharing your story. Let us hear your songs. I love it so much.
Yeah. I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you for having me, for giving artists like myself, you know, attention. We're in crazy times right now where content is key.
Yeah.
So I know every second, minute, and hour, when people trying to focus and create, they trying to figure out who they should have on their podcast, who they should interview. So thank you for taking a young down south.
I see you trying to add that in.
Texas, H-Town forever, the real Dirty South. Thank you for getting a Houston kid on here, man.
Of course.
Just to inspire the world. So thank you.
Yeah, go ahead and tell the people where they can follow you at before we end here.
You So Love, YouSoLove.world, You So Love everywhere. If you're on music, DSPs, Youth So Love. If you're on Instagram, TikTok, whatever, Youth So Love, YOUTHSOULLOVE. The biggest.
Okay. And be sure to follow the podcast on Instagram, Dirty South Network, and on YouTube, Love My Dirty South Podcast. Now I'm going to go ahead and let him do a 360 on the fit because he's dripping over here, okay? He's dripping, okay?
Yeah, the boy got it.
Be sure to tune in, you guys. Love My Dirty South Podcast.
Bing, bop, boom, 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 bop, bam. The type of shit I'm on you wouldn't understand.
Okay, now let's go ahead and talk about your fit. Let's talk about the inspiration behind it.
Perfect. So this fit right here, designed by myself. I was feeling a little blue. Diamonds are forever, you already know. This is my proclamation suit from June 19, 2022. Haven't worn it in 3 years. So while I was on the podcast, I was like, let's bring it out. Hermes scarf, Houston, Texas fit, you already know. The B represents Long Live Bino, you already know my family. Of course, Hermes, LV, Tissot, Pink, Turbalon, Effie ring, you already know. Yellowstones, cowboy shit, you already know.